Hello and welcome, my name is Versailles, and today we're going to do another run with Leona at 3 stars against Lissandra. This time we are going to use Found Fortune. Found Fortune, its power is play, draw the highest cost card. It costs less than my base cost, grant an epic item, and reduce its cost to 0. We also have Chemtech Duplicator here, and Grand General's Counterplan. All we're adding in is Found Fortune. And the reason for doing this is if we look at the starting deck, Rahvun costs 4, which is less than Leona, so as long as we avoid cards that cost 4, we'll always draw Rahvun when we play Leona, and we'll be able to play him for free, which really shores up Leona's major problem, which is that you need her and Rahvun on board at the same time to really make use of her deck. But in order to do this, you do need to avoid cards that cost 4, so here we would not take Repost because that would ruin us. I actually think all of these choices are kind of bad. I'm just gonna skip. There's some like really nice Fioras, we just aren't allowed to take them. This has mana gem on it, so we'll take that. You probably want to find as many mana gems as possible, either through your powers. I think hold them off is just generally great. So either through your powers or on cards. I wouldn't take Mega Inferno Bomb or a mana gem, this card is trash. But if you find it here, that would be good. And take Black Cleaver though, because it's available. We go into Omen Hawk. I think we still head towards Ethereal Remitter. You still do need to have Leona in hand, so that can still present a problem. Here our opponent has the attack token and challenger, so we're gonna wait for them to play their units. If they dropped something with 20 power, we would drop Solari Sunhawk to stun it.
Ages pass, yet I remain. My faith protects me.
And we can't attack this because of the I am inevitable, it'll just get stronger. So we'll just try to draw cards to get to Leona. We can entomb to draw a champion and wait for them to attack first though. Actually kind of tempted to draw up Solari Sunhawk here. I think it'll just smooth out its damage event. Okay, they decided not to. Go ahead and entomb anyway. Second Lissandra. Which is actually forcibly a Leona now, with Hero's Horn. You want to kill this guy.
Don't let my size fool you. I've got this.
Could Blinded Mystic and just remove stats here. I think that's probably better than fishing for Leona. Because we can always fish for her later. Let's let the attack go through first.
Hear that? Gotcha.
Yeah, they're just not gonna attack. Guess that's fine.
The dawn has arrived.
So you play Leona, you get your Rahvun.
Our shield for allies. I am the bulwark against darkness. You will do as I command.
Leveling Leona gets you Morning Glory.
Sunlight burns in our weapons.
Morning Glory on Sunhawk gets you 4 stuns.
Scorching light. Feel the sun's glory.
So again, we have to avoid cards that cost 4. Build the Infinite's not bad. I think the Sun Guardian's kind of okay too. Be kind of funny to pull Buried in Ice. But I think it might automatically trigger all of the thralls in the end. You have Leona this time. We could search for the Mana Gem card.
A dark cloud looms on the horizon.
Frozen Thrall. And this adventure does have Deadly. Deadly is really strong, especially since it gives Fear Song. Kinda wanna pass and let them play a guard, but I don't think they'll do anything super tricky here, so we can just drop Leona. Yeah, we get Rahvun out of it. We can't really pop off this round because we don't have mana or spells. Trying to think, if we play Morning Light, I think it gets rid of every conceivable threat right now.
Burns in our weapons. Embrace. To shine like the sun, you must burn like protect our people.
And we kind of want to wait till next round, because we can't attack here. So stunning everything's not going to be super helpful for us.
We rise. You will do as I command.
I still have more mana, so I want to get a little bit more power on the board.
By holy light.
These old eyes still see far and clear.
Sunlight burns in our weapons. Succumb. Plans within plans.
Extra copies of Rahvun is probably never bad. Celestial Impact here has a lot of potential to save us from something bad. Is an expensive spell, but straight removing a unit is kind of strong.
Kindle, did you wander off again?
Succumb.
Kindle picked me. That's why I Smith. Right, to work. Siska, help!
Silencing that unit doesn't really do anything for us. We could play Rahvun here, but I kind of want to see what else they play before we
I see the heavens of flame,
make a
gods
decision.
burning in starfire.
Give me a blade. I'll give you a corpse.
Could just obliterate, we don't have the attack token anyway. But dropping Leona will also silence this unit, which I think is good enough for now.
The immortal sun. Behold the sun's holy light.
Our strength is
Make sure your units won't die when you play them. Because I am inevitable. Leona needs to level before she's useful. Looking for cheap cost options to do that. We don't really have any.
You must burn light.
Could make a bunch of random cards in hand by targeting Rahvun, but I don't know if that's super good.
Sunlight burns in our weapons.
You will do as I command.
They are out of mana, so
We rise.
they have no defense.
Plans within plans.
Catalyst is more mana, more better. Can heal for one, I guess. Ascension's toll is probably fine. Duplicate is obviously very good. So is Farragon Might though, so. So we have a mana gem here that is kind of greedy not to search for Leona.
Let fall his will be done.
Yeah, let's let them play a card. They didn't play a card. That's probably bad for me.
The dawn has arrived. Glorious light rains down. Ever vigilant.
Our strength is forever at its zenith.
First card is duplicated, which actually makes this choice kind of difficult. I think we just Morning Light. I think it has to be that.
We rise.
And then I wish I had something that stuns, but I do not.
Defend our sacred. Behold the divine.
Ascension's
power
Toll
of the
will
sun.
do that.
Feel the sun's glory.
This is elusive, so we can still attack. Morning Light on Rahvun will give us some cards.
Bask in the light's radiance. The sun's splendor revealed. Unyielding light.
Can't really attack yet.
Sunlight burns in our weapons. Behold the sun's holy light.
And that's obviously fine.
The Ascended walk among us
The
again.
sun's splendor revealed.
His light lies
Howling Abyss is interesting, but I don't think necessary. I think Mind Meld is, generally speaking, just good. But there aren't a lot of cards that are actually bad for us right now. Like, getting rid of Eula might be fine. That's the only other card I kind of want to get rid of. But to try for it, I have to get rid of one of these cards, which I do like. I like all of these. Zenith Blade, probably not strictly necessary. Okay, well, I didn't get what I wanted. Get rid of Catalyst, we're gonna be at just too few hit points. This is probably the perfect hand. You can play double Lissandra here.
The cold creeps in.
Something to reflect upon.
Can't Frozen Thrall. If I do, I won't get double Leona.
Do you like what you daylight breaks on the battlefield? Bask in the light's radiance.
And we do have to override one of the
Warriors of the Rahvun
landmarks.
is now.
Not sure why they didn't attack. Usually if they have that much elusive they would.
Sunlight
I think
burns.
Daybreak and Leona is fine here. Just do it again.
I see you. We rise.
You will do as I
I am the bulwark against darkness.
Rahvun march. Meet them head on.
Do you like what you
The Rahvun rule the mountain.
Sunlight burns in our weapons.
Probably should have targeted Rahvun with that. But
do as I command.
didn't actually care.
Behold the sun's holy light. Sunlight burns in our weapons.
Embrace calm.
Glorious light rains down.
You will do as I command.
Bask in the light's radiance.
Devotion through battle.
Invictus.
It's the only card that doesn't cost 4, so kind of have to take it. I don't mind extra mana gems anyway. Doubling up on mana gems is funny, but I don't know that having this many Frozen Thrall in my deck is a good plan. 5 is a lot. It is funny though. Don't mind putting Solari Sunhawk in hand. We go into Trundle. Trundle's difficult if he gets to like round 5. But I think as long as we keep him not at round 5, we're pretty safe.
Footprints here.
Could Sunhawk here. and take no damage. But if we Frozen Thrall here, we'll get some hit points back anyway, and we get 3 mana gems, or 6 mana gems actually. I'll most likely play Trundle if I pass, but I can't guarantee it.
For you. Warriors of the Raharak, our time is now. Raharak, march. There you are.
I'm fine trading some damage out here to ensure that we get rid of all the units. I think that's a good trade. And when we Daybreak here, we'll level up, which means our opponents will lose all their cards.
Sunlight burns in our weapons. I am the bulwark against darkness. We rise.
Devotion through battle.
This isn't quite winning, so
Blessings from the sun. Bask in the light's radiance.
Welcome to the tipsy hour. Piercing rays.
still not quite winning.
We rise. The sun's splendor revealed.
Raharak, march.
Our deeds will be written in the heavens.
I think I'm hungry. I don't. It's fine. I'll just have the best Frozen Thrall that's ever existed. It's fine. Then we go into Lissandra, who has all units have vulnerable, or my units have vulnerable, and theirs have +0/+2. Again, it's one of the better options. We keep Entomb in hand. With Lissandra, we are forced to get a Leona, so that's pretty good. Let them play like 2 cards, probably. Can they play another? Just drop Lissandra. Okay. We could block here by playing another Frozen Thrall, but then we don't get double Leona. I think I want double Leona. If I pass, they'll surely play a card, right?
Ages pass, but I am eternal.
Bask in the light's radiance.
The Raharak rule the mountain.
We are going to end up giving them a card back, I think. Because I want to play Sunhawk. This has... What did you capture? Why doesn't it tell me what it captured? Here, this one. And unfortunately, our spells will cost way too much to actually do anything this turn.
Frost gathers.
Now we're gonna Morning Light.
Stinging
Oh, that's really bad.
we rise.
So we didn't actually end up activating any Morning Light on anything because the unit died. Which means that Daybreak didn't actually go off.
Sunlight burns in our weapons.
And we want Daybreak to go off.
Power of the sun.
Ascension's Toll here gets rid of any chance that Lissandra has buried an ice. And potentially this card could be buried in ice, but there's no way of knowing that. And attacking here doesn't win the game, so we just kind of have to act like they don't have buried in ice.
Sunlight burns in our weapons.
Embrace the cold.
Glorious light rains down.
Okay. I mean, Entomb's not great, but it's better than buried.
Unwavering
We attack, we have 54. Can only play a soldier, which doesn't really do much of anything. Could just get rid of 2 units. Definitely want to kill Lissandra. I'm not sure that we need to kill the Frozen Thrall though. I think our stats are superior, so... But just in case we do get hit with that buried in ice, probably best to err on the side of caution. I think I can grow the Sun Guardian to be bigger than
Bask in the light's radiance.
the Eclipse Dragon.
Embrace the cold.
Sunlight burns in our weapons.
If I'd overwhelm, I would attack.
We rise.
You will do as I command. Embrace the cold.
Sunlight burns in our weapons. Bask in the light's radiance. Unwavering strength.
And that is that. Yeah. Found Fortune makes everything so much smoother. It saves you an extra play. It forces the card you want in your hand. And you can really just take over the game as soon as you have 5 mana. So, I mean, we ended with an A instead of an S, but that's what happens when you get hit with like 12 A shards. And aside from that, I mean, no part of the run was challenging at all in any way. So, highly recommend using Found Fortune on Leona. Some people use Secret Technique. I don't know that that's better than Chemtech Duplicator. I think it ends up kind of doing the same thing because Chemtech duplicates your spell and also gives you another Daybreak proc, which I think is good. And obviously we got Duplicate, which is great, and Ascension's Toll, which makes it so that our opponent doesn't have a hand, and that is really strong for us. Because if they can't play cards, if they don't have any cards, then you can't be countered. So there's that. You could try going for the Vestige of Helia. It reduces the cost of your spells and also gives Spell Shield. As long as your units stay bigger than their units, that's completely fine. The only problem is if your units are smaller than their units, you can't stun anything. It'd probably take a little bit longer because you have to kill through all of their units before you can hit them, but aside from that, it should be fine. And I think that's it. And that is all for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.